Nestled in the heart of Sussex, between the bustling market town of Horsham and the quiet hamlet of Pease Pottage, lies St. Leonard's Forest, a sprawling woodland, where ancient oaks whisper secrets and the air hums with the weight of centuries. In its depths, the lily beds bloom with wild lily of valley, their delicate white bells a stark contrast to the dark tales that cling to the forest like mist. Here, legend and fear intertwine, telling of dragons slain and serpents seen, of saints and spectres who haunt the glades. From the heroic deeds of St. Leonard in the 6th century to the chilling sightings of a monstrous creature in 1614, and the eerie rides of a headless squire, St. Leonard's Forest is a place where the ordinary meets the uncanny, and no traveller walks without glancing over their shoulder. St. Leonard and the Dragon. In the early 6th century, when Britain was a patchwork of warring tribes and Christian hermits sought solitude to commune with God, St. Leonard, a holy man of quiet resolve, made his home in the wilds of what would become St. Leonard's Forest. A former warrior turned ascetic, Leonard lived in a simple hermitage of woven branches, his days spent in prayer and his nights pierced by the cries of wolves and the songs of nightingales. The villagers of nearby settlements revered him, but they also feared the forest, for a terror stalked its depths, a dragon, vast and sinuous, with eyes like burning coals and scales that gleamed like tarnished bronze. Its roars shook the trees, and its breath withered crops, driving families to huddle in their hovels, whispering prayers for deliverance. Leonard, stirred by their pleas, vowed to confront the beast, armed only with a wooden staff and his unshakable faith. He ventured into the forest's heart, where the dragon waited, coiled among gnarled roots. The battle was fierce. The dragon's claws raked Leonard's flesh, and its tail lashed like a whip, splintering saplings. Yet Leonard, chanting psalms, struck with divine strength, driving his staff into the creature's heart. As the dragon fell, its blood stained the earth, and from each crimson drop sprang lily-over valley, their sweet scent a testament to the saint's victory. Leonard, wounded but alive, collapsed beside his hermitage, his mission complete. God, moved by Leonard's courage, blessed the forest with strange decrees. The adders that slithered through the undergrowth would never again strike with venom, their bites harmless as a breeze. The nightingales, whose ceaseless songs had disrupted Leonard's prayers, fell silent, their melodies banished from the forest forever. The lily-of-valley flourished in the lily beds, a living monument to the saint's triumph. Villagers, emboldened by the tale, ventured into the woods to gather the flowers, though they trod lightly, sensing the forest's lingering mysteries. The monstrous serpent of 1614. Centuries later, in the summer of 1614, St. Leonard's Forest stirred with new terror. The reign of James I was a time of superstition, when tales of witches and monsters filled pamphlets and sermons. In this charged atmosphere, 3 villagers, John Skinner, a yeoman, Alice Cooper, a weaver's wife, and Thomas Hill, a shepherd, stumbled from the forest with a tale that set Horsham abuzz. They claimed to have seen a strange and monstrous serpent, a creature unlike any known to natural philosophy. It was just over 9 feet long, thick in the middle like a barrel, tapering to a whip-like tail and a blunt snout. Its belly glinted with blood-red scales, its back was armoured in black, and a ring of white markings encircled its neck like a ghostly collar. Most unsettling were the 2 great bunches on its flanks, each the size of a football, which some whispered were the buds of wings yet to unfurl. The serpent moved with alarming speed, matching a man's sprint, its large, clawed feet leaving tracks of slimy, foul-smelling ooze that turned the stomach of any who neared. Its eyes, yellow and unblinking, seemed to pierce the soul, and its hiss carried a venomous promise. The villager's account, printed in a widely circulated pamphlet, told of its deadly prowess. It could spit poison across great distances, a mist that burned flesh and swelled limbs. Near the forest's edge, a man and woman were found dead, their bodies bloated and blackened, victims of the serpent's venom, curiously untouched by tooth or claw. 2 dogs met the same fate, their corpses left to rot beside a path. Unlike a true predator, the creature spared its kills, preferring a diet of rabbits, which it snatched from warrens with terrifying precision. Fear gripped the countryside. Farmers barred their doors, and children were forbidden to play near the woods. Some called the serpent a remnant of St. Leonard's dragon, others a demon conjured by witches. The pamphlets speculated it dwelt in a hidden lair, perhaps a cave beneath the forest, emerging to hunt at dusk. Yet no hunt was mounted, no hero rose to slay it. By the late 17th century, sightings dwindled. Though whispers persisted into the 19th century, tales of rustling underbrush and glimpses of red scales in the moonlight. What became of the serpent remains a mystery. Some say it retreated to the forest's deepest glades, others that it was a fiction born of fear and ale-soaked imaginations. The pamphlet, preserved in dusty archives, is all that remains, a testament to a time when monsters seemed as real as the trees they haunted. The ghost of Squire Paulet. St. Leonard's Forest held another secret, one that chilled riders who dared its paths after dark. In the 18th century, tales spread of Squire Paulet, a headless spectre whose name was spoken in hushed tones. No record tells who Paulet was, in life a landowner, perhaps, or a rogue knight, but his ghost was unmistakable. On moonless nights, as hooves thudded along the forest trails, a sudden weight would press against a rider's back, cold arms clamping around their waist. Turning, they'd find nothing, yet the sensation persisted, a silent, unseen passenger riding pillion until the forest's edge, where it vanished with a sigh. Those who endured it spoke of a chill that lingered for days, as if the ghost had left a piece of itself behind. Some swore Paulet was headless, his silhouette glimpsed against the stars, a grim figure clutching an invisible skull. How he lost his head was a matter of speculation. A duel gone wrong, a bandit's blade, or a darker fate tied to the forest's ancient sins. Villagers avoided naming him, fearing his spirit lingered near the lily beds, where the lilies seemed to glow faintly under starlight. By the 19th century, the sightings faded, but riders still quickened their pace through St. Leonard's, wary of a grip from beyond the grave. The forest remains a place of enigma, its paths winding through time as much as earth. The lily of thy valley still bloom, the adders keep their silent pact, and the nightingales stay away. Whether dragon, serpent, or ghost, the tales of St. Leonard's Forest endure, woven into the roots and branches, a reminder that some places belong as much to legend as to the land. Many thanks for treading this tale's dark path. If its chill gripped you, like, follow, subscribe, and comment below.